Should you draft Rome Odunze in fantasy football this year? Well, let's talk about it. I'm not excited about Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze scares me so much. Odunze finished last year as the wide receiver 47. He's currently going as wide receiver 36 and the 79th overall player. So we're already seeing Odunze is being predicted to make a jump. And that is what you're predicting if you're drafting Odunze. You are expecting Odunze, last year, rookie year for him, rookie year for Caleb. This year, Caleb's going to figure it out. Odunze's going to figure it out. They're going to be the next Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and the Bears are going to ride off into the sunshine and finally beat the Packers. I don't know if that's going to happen. For starters, there's a lot of concerns with just the Bears' offense before you even look at Odunze. First of all, you're betting on a better season out of a quarterback. That's already, we hope Caleb's going to be better, but we don't know that for sure. Also, yes, the Bears got rid of Keenan Allen, but they replaced him with Luther Burden and Colston Loveland out of the draft. Both of those guys are incredibly talented receivers, and while they may not be fantasy relevant themselves, they're going to make it hard for Odunze to work to get enough targets to be, an elite fantasy asset, and that's not even saying with DJ Moore existing. Also, the problem is just Odunze himself, and this is something that I think gets glossed over way too much. Everyone wants to account, Odunze's lack of production last year to Caleb was bad. Odunze was also pretty bad last year. And, if you look down his stats last year, he only had 4 games where he was a startable fantasy asset. And then when you start to dig into, the less seen metrics, not just the box score, the catches, the yards, the touchdowns, you start to see that he was 78th in the league in the separation. He was 54th in the league in routes run. And now he's being drafted as a top 50 wide receiver when he wasn't top 50 in those important assets that tend to correlate well with elite fantasy production. And now, we're predicting Odunze to break out, but even if he does, we still need him to be better, we need Caleb to be better, and we need the offense to be better. And yes, I believe Ben Johnson and the Bears will get this offense on track, but even if they do, this receiving room is so clogged that I'm worried that I just don't know if Odunze can break out enough to justify his round 7 value. I mean, he's a wide receiver 3 right now. Do we really think Odunze is going to break out that much? I'm hesitant to say so. I think that Odunze is going to be maybe better. Maybe he'll be more often a startable asset, but I would be willing to bet that we're still getting a guy who half the time is maybe not going to be a startable asset. So I'm going to give Odunze a D-. I'm very not in on Odunze this year.